Raymond Ross.
And where were you in 1967 when the bridge fell?
I was 4.5, and before this was a restaurant. It used to be apartments, and we lived in the back apartment on the bottom floor. And the night that the bridge fell, I remember my mother making tomato soup and grilled cheese. And all of a sudden, there was a sound like a low-flying jet flying over top the building, and the building vibrating, and a loud crash. And then we went running to the entrance to the 4 apartments that were back there, and you could see the last part of the old bridge fall, and cars streaming to a halt at where the section broke. And I do, as a kid, remember my mom trying to get us away from the door, but I do remember seeing the one car teetering on the end of it. And then the next day, looking up out in the parking lot, you could see just debris, cars still on the ramp, and walking up on the ramp and seeing parts of the bridge sticking up out of the water. Basically what happened.
Did you know anybody that was on the bridge?
Not knowing at the time, but through the years I found out that my mom's cousin's husband was on the bridge and died in the collapse.
How did it affect your mom?
At that age, I didn't know. My grandparents lived upstairs, and that's who we had to go upstairs to, because they lived right over top of us. And to be honest with you, I don't know what my mother was doing. I don't know if she was trying to find my dad, or because he was supposed to have been on it.
Oh.
But he wasn't.
Was he on the Ohio side then?
No, he was still on the Point Pleasant side. He had never got on the bridge.
Never got on.
But he was supposed to have went over into Ohio. So.
Gosh, are both your parents deceased now?
No, just my dad.
Just your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How do you think it affected this community?
Well, it was tragic, and it's still talked about. I see my mom's cousin all the time, and she still has a business here in town. But I mean, from what I've been told for years, it really hurt commerce because of the way they had to get ferried across the river or have to drive to Pomeroy, Middleport, and cross over and come down. So it was kind of isolated unless you got on the ferry.
Yeah.